so much to learn. He's looking at more boats. Where's the traveler on that boat?
Yeah.
There's a rudder there.
Yeah.
There at
The boats here aren't quite as interesting as the ones in Godrich. But see, here's
yeah,
let's just look at a few.
What can I see? What can I tell you? That's a pretty straight hull. Look at that bow, completely.
That's a plumb bow. Yeah, this is
Plumb
a.
bow.
Yeah.
Versus yours raked.
Well,
what's the term? Raked? Swept?
Sharp. Let's call it classic, you know. But yeah, this is a fairly new boat. It's done kind of a down east style. Again, you know, it's got real skinny side decks, but then you can kind of scramble over the cabin top without too much.
Where's his winches? On the sail? On the mast?
You know what? Boat this size, you don't need them.
Wow.
I mean, you still need to be pretty strong.
You still got those things there, the lockers.
Yeah, you got to hold the line in place.
But otherwise.
But all you do is you pull it, and then you release it, and so yeah.
That's it.
This is a tiny little boat.
You see,
So the load isn't going to be. I mean, the mast is stepped on deck. You got a vang. I mean, it's well.
Yeah.
I mean, this is kind of a old-fashioned style boat.
The style windows that we associate with the wooden posts.
You've got.
Wood,
Oh, okay. So this is like a B&R rig. You don't have a. These are the backstays.
That's right. There is no rear stay.
Well, these are the backstays here. There's twin backstays that hold it up, and then you've got a separate. You've got a spreader here, swept back, and then look at how the shrouds come down.
Right to the.
They come down actually here. They don't come to the sides.
No, they're attached to the mast.
Yeah, and that stiffens the mast, and that's the engineering's all good. This is a stout little boat. You got a little head stay with a little tiny roller. Look at how tiny the roller furling. Everything. The loads on this boat are light enough where you can basically just do it all by hand. I like this little boat. Here's a Beneteau. This is the 3.
Did you call it the tow rails?
Yeah. Okay. So this is the 311. So this is the same size as my boat, but it's a Beneteau. It's got all the canvas in the back there, makes it look like a Conestoga wagon.
Yeah.
But that'll keep you snug, right?
Even the plastic.
Well, you know, I mean, you got to replace all that every few years.
Right.
All right, here's a CNC. Now I think I'm not sure. I think this might be a 36, like a 70s era 36. But this is iconic, right?
Yes, look at that.
The twin rectangular windows with the aluminum frame, the rail.
We dished the wood.
Oh look, this boat has a tiller.
Yes.
This boat is racer proof. You got 4 winches in the cockpit.
Yep. I see that.
On the coaming, the traveler goes across the bridge deck there.
Look at the twin rear stay. Are those rods? Or do I see 2 there? I see 2.
Well, his flag halyard is here too. But yeah, this is a single backstay. It's not adjustable. I mean, you can turn the turnbuckle, but there's no way to readily change the backstay tension, which I'd expect to see on a boat like this. Looks like the main halyard.
Is it?
Yeah, well, I mean, you can bring it down and shackle it anywhere you want.
Yeah,
I mean, I happen to. But yeah, I could bring my halyard back and
to the mast. That's just.
Yeah, I could bring the halyard back and shackle it to the stanchion base here. There's an argument this is safer to do because that's less time up on the foredeck. Once you unclip it, just bring it on your way back to the cockpit. You bring it down, you shackle it to the stanchion base. That's a good idea. I might actually try that.
Okay, get some ideas.
But this boat has the halyard winches.
They got the tape around everything like you did.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Now these are different.
Look at those winches way up there.
Well, these are the halyard winches.
Halyard.
Now it's strange because you got a blue flecked line Then you got a red fleck line. I think that's the jib halyard because there's so much of it down here.
It goes into the
Yeah.
mast right there.
Yeah, and then that's the spinnaker halyard, that green one. But where's his winch? Where's his main halyard winch?
No, that is the main halyard.
Well, then
There's
I'm
the
thinking this is the main halyard right here.
Oh.
See? But the lines on that winch are red flecked and the lines on that winch are green flecked. See, port and starboard, right?
Yes. Uh-huh. Distance.
But where's the... Yeah, I don't know where the main halyard comes down. Might be on the... Could be on the mast, I don't know. But it's, he's got it covered up with a sail cover. Yeah, man, this... And here the non-skid's been repainted.
Let's see. Is that a light there on the side?
Where? Yeah, that's his port running light.
Oh.
So he's got a green one on the other
You
side.
must have them too.
Yeah, except ours are mounted on the pulpit.
Yeah. Okay.
My running lights are up here, and I have a pulpit with a bar that goes along the center, and my running lights are up here.
Let's go. Let's see another one.
It's a different style, really. Here's another CNC.
Again with that strip cut bow. Look at the one. Oh, look, this has got uniform toenails.
Yeah.
Toe rails.
Toenails, yes.
The whole way.
Yep. Yeah. A lot of them have that. A lot of them have that.
There's a chain stay of some sort.
Where?
No, it's just a chalk.
Oh, that's a block.
A block. Yeah.
So you'd bring like your... You can
seen one like that.
Well, you can bring a spinnaker. I think this is for a spinnaker line.
Wow,
Maybe?
look, 2, 4, 8 winches on this boat.
Yeah. Yep.
There's the chain car. Yes, I see.
Now this has an adjustable backstay. You see that handle there and that?
Yes.
You can actually tension the backstay differently. And this has rod. This has rod rigging instead of the twisted stainless steel.
Yeah.
You got. I think here. Let me get around you here.
There's the boat jacks, sail jacks,
The lazy jacks.
lazy jacks.
Yeah, this is rod rigging.
Right on.
Solid stainless
Right
steel.
on.
Solid stainless steel rods. It's a lot. It doesn't stretch as much as cable. This is an 80s era boat.
Look, we've got cables through here and here. There's a jack.
Oh yeah. This boat is.
It's
See, there's your spinnaker pole over there.
Mark III. Noticing the windows on this being
Yep.
not open.
Yep. There's a Catalina. So you can see the difference here. Look at, which do you think has the stronger hull deck joint? The CNC or the Catalina?
Well, the presence of the tow rail.
Yeah, that slotted aluminum tow rail, that aircraft element.
Yeah.
That I'm sure that George Cassian brought that to it. But you know, you don't have anything here to really. I mean, you got this little raised part, but that, and there's nothing you can like.
No way.
Snatch anything to. This is a 30. I think this is a 34.
I got a reflective material on the windows.
Yeah. See. So here. So this boat does not have a bridge deck, but it's got a big. See, this is more of like a cruising boat.
Look, he's not slipping out of the back of this thing. He's got big safety lines.
Oh yeah.
And a rear pulpit.
Yeah. See, it's got that double
Yeah.
rear pulpit
And
there.
same with a life sling like you have.
Yep.
Look how his rear stay is split in the back like yours.
Yep.
Comes
Yep.
down. The other one we saw was a single.
And then look at his turnbuckle. So there's no turnbuckles down there, but he's got the turnbuckle up there.
Ah.
Whereas mine, there's no turnbuckle up there. I've got 2 turnbuckles down there in the aft.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, these are good boats.
And what's the point of this?
That's a track for.
So you can put cars on there.
Well, if you wanted to really sheet in
Sheet in the jib.
your Genoa, so mine's got the track along the
Right,
on the
that's what
inboard
it's for,
side of the deck.
For sheeting in the Jenny.
Yeah, this is for getting a really tight sheeting angle on the Jenny.
We haven't played with that at all, Harvey. We just got one angle and we're using it. Now, Aaron, I should know this. This is a distinctive design element of the
Yeah, well, this is a Bayfield.
Bayfield.
This
You
is
don't
a-
see that on any other boat but a Bayfield, right?
What?
That's distinguished marking.
What, the bowsprit?
Yeah. With that design.
Well, I
in
mean
a wood.
that particular form might be Bayfield's little trademark thing, but you see this kind of scrim-scraw, kind of curly-Q stuff on a lot of old-timey style boats.
And his tow rail is uniform, running back.
Yeah, and he's got the aluminum tow rail, so this is that's a good functional thing to have. But this boat needs to be cleaned up a bit. It looks it's terribly dirty. It needs to. This boat's probably been sitting here and
Very simple shrouds.
Yeah.
But
Yep, it's got a single spreader,
what's that?
uppers and lowers that go to the same chain plate.
Is that a light up there? On the...
Yeah,
Okay.
I have that same thing. It's a combination steaming light and foredeck light.
Okay.
There's 2 bulbs in there. The one up top there is a steaming light that has an angle of like 135 degrees or something. It's visible. It's visible for certain certain angle off the bow. And then in the bottom thing there is for a foredeck light.
Okay.
And then see he has his Windex up there.
Yeah.
He's got his VHF antenna. Now here's an old CNC 30 with the rig down. You can see there's the chain plates. There's the upper goes there. The 2 lowers go there.
That's been messed with.
Well, it needs, I mean, they eventually leak. So really, this boat might have some wet core around the chain plates here. No, there's the mast step. It's stepped on deck.
Yes.
It's stepped on deck.
Versus yours.
But and then his handrails come off there. You see that? It's come loose.
Did you call this the parlor last night?
The saloon.
The saloon.
Well, the main cabin. It's the main saloon. It's called the main saloon. So see, he's got the bridge deck. He's got the helm, and the wheel, and looks like he's got atomic 4. There's a blower switch. He's got self-tailers.
Yes. And the wind scoopers.
Well, it looks like he's brought his. I see. This doesn't have the little platforms for the winch farm. So this is probably a later one where they bring, they bring the halyards, everything back to the cockpit. And you really only have standing headroom under the bubble here. The headroom starts to get a little bit less as you go forward here.
That's some serious wind power going on there.
Oh, this guy's got some wattage today. Sun and he's got a big look at that big solar array. He must have 1,000 watts of solar. And that thing's putting out some watts today. His batteries are nice and full up, I'm sure.
Where's that loopy thing up where the anemometer is?
There might be some kind of antenna, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure what that's for. That thing about the top of his mast?
It's like a power boat and a sailboat.
Well, this is a cruising boat. This boat is equipped to go places.
Man. Yeah.
It's got a real swim ladder.
You have a big keel?
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, this is a substantial boat. This is a substantial. See, they got netting all around. Yeah, it's a Beneteau.
Yeah, without any aluminum.
But windows in the hull. Not so sure about that. Not so sure about windows
Look
in
at
the
the
hull.
funky filament inside that.
Oh, yeah.
Just like, okay.
That might be an LED that has.
Some of them might be replicating the old stuff.
Yeah, look at this thing. Yeah, this thing is kitted out for. But see,
Look
he's
at the
got in the mast furling.
He does.
His mainsail is furls in the mast. It's like not a good idea.
Oh look, just like our little mechanism attaching to his something to do. It's just a secondary shroud, a secondary stay, but it's got the same clamp like you do on your safety line.
Well, yeah, this is for a staysail. So that's removable. You can actually unpin that, undo it, and you can get that out of the way, because sometimes you want to have just your Genoa.
Yes.
And you want to be able to come about without furling the sail, because if that stays there, you got to furl the. And you got this big roller furling sail. You gotta furl it before you can come about.
Where would you think that would be hitched to? If that's taken off from there, where's it going to go? To the mast somewhere? Or?
Yeah, it's somewhere.
I don't see a.
I don't know where you'd attach it really.
No
oh, but look, they've got a whisker pole, or the spinnaker pole is just attached to the mast.
What's this stuff?
I don't know. Yeah, it's on both sides, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's that. I'm not sure what that's for.
Again, look at the diagonal reinforcement there.
Oh yeah, this is
First and second stay. There's the second line.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
I
this.
think that's the first I've seen of those.
Well, look at the size of the turnbuckles. I mean, look at that. You know. Yeah, this boat.
Oh, there's your turnbuckle covers.
Yeah.
Oh, there's this little scoop of this.
I mean, look at the Traveler and the. See, I need to have a main sheet like this. See, this is a good arrangement for me. I could use that extra. I could use one of those spare bales.
You could.
And then bring it down and up with the single blocks, and then down. Okay, this is what Rick wants me to do. Okay, bring like the topmost, like that forward single block. Whoa, this boat's moving. But bring the main sheet forward to another block on the around the mast partners, and then bring the sheet back. I should note this, because this is how I need to do my main sheet.
Take a photograph.
Well, I've got it here on the. Yeah, I know. I mean,
Note to self.
I know it. I know how that should work now.
Yes, Beneteau.
It's a Catalina.
Catalina.
Well, you'll eventually get that right. But see, this thing is all. Again, it's got the Conestoga wagon effect, because it's got all that canvas in back there. Think about how much windage that is when you're trying to sail to windward.
Oh.
Yeah.
A whole other thing to factor in.
Yeah. Plus, I got the paddle boards strapped there, but yeah.
More sailage.
Yeah, this is a Catalina 42. Gotta walk through the goose bathroom here. Yeah, it's a Catalina 42. So that's a boat from, I think, the 90s. Yeah, he's not as kitted out as that big Beneteau, but and then I'm not sure what.
This is such a load of the water.
Well, this is Banner 28. Okay. Yeah. Now see, but this is very rakish. Look at this boat.
Yes, very strict.
And it's got that wedge. You know, it's got that wedge shape to the cabin.
Very pronounced.
Yeah.
Oh look, there's another sail storage.
Well, it's a spinnaker pole.
Spinnaker pole.
It's a spinnaker pole.
Again, which mounts on The last one we saw was on. There was a ring that it was going to go
Yep.
on.
Yep. In fact, there it is. You can see it
I do.
just where the sail cover kind of is open there. You can see the ring where that would attach to.
Maybe you have.
And then that track is where you adjust, and it has a halyard. Well, there's a halyard. See that little halyard that comes out of the mast there, just above the first spreaders.
Yes.
So that's a halyard just for the base
Just
of the
for
pole
that.
there. You can adjust you can lift and lower the base of the pole. Let's see, this
North
boat
sail.
has north sails.
How come you didn't get a north sail cover? Did
I
they-
do have a north sail cover.
Oh, okay.
It's just that it's shot, you know. I need to get that replaced.
When you get new sails, you don't get.
Oh, look at that! They put tape over the.
Yes.
Yeah, this is a race boat. Look, it's got that tiller. In fact, even the tiller is made out of aluminum.
I see.
It's got the traveler right down the center, right in the center of the cockpit, man.
Split.
Yeah, this is backstay splits.
Look, he's got 4 of them coming to the boat.
Oh, he's got. Oh, okay. So this boat also. Well, see. Okay, so this is a fractional rig. This is a pronounced fractional rig.
Without a front spreader.
Take a look at this closely. Look at that. Look at the forestay. Oh, it goes up only about, I don't know, what is that, 5/6 maybe?
Yep.
Maybe even
Ooh.
4/5.
That's it.
Okay, and then he's
4
got
coming back to the rear.
he's got a regular backstay or a split backstay, but he's also got running backstays. Because you see how these twin backstays come down from about where the
I do.
headstay hits, and then they actually are on.
They're also not at the top of the back.
They're on a block and tackle down here. Look at this. Well, and the same with the main forestay. Look at you've got these block and tackles
Which are adjustable.
to adjust your backstay tension, both for the main backstay and the running backstays. Yeah, oh yeah.
Wow. Aha.
Yep,
This is a good example of yet a different design.
yep. There's all kinds of variations. There's all kinds of ways you can rig a sailboat. All different kinds of variations in, you know, the fractional height. Is it a, you know, once you get to fractional rigs.
All kinds of possibilities open up.
Now see, this doesn't have like those forward facing, those forward rake spreaders
No,
to
not at
stiffen
all.
it. But the running backstays allow you to adjust that tension. So this mast is, in fact, you can see a slight taper.
Yes, indeed.
See the taper to the mast as it goes up there?
Yeah.
So this is a pretty strong mast because it's not supported against the force of the backstays. But again, the running backstays help to relieve that tension.
That's the idea.
Okay, those 2 lower backstays. So you got to keep those things tensioned to give full support to the mast. But the upper part of that mast is essentially just holding its own with the, you know, with the backstay. Yeah, that's a cool little boat.
Always something to learn coming out on the dock out of here.
Always something new to see.
And you know, we're like to get access to this hundreds of different variations on a theme.
Oh yeah.
And endless, like it's fascinating to see stuff and learn about it.
Oh, it is.
It's not I'm not ho-hum yet. The fact that they can make what looks like a powerboat and make it a sailboat. Well, the cruiser.
Well, I mean, a Beneteau doesn't really look like a powerboat. Although they're getting aspects of them, like, you know, the reverse shear, and you know that big one that we looked at in Goderich, you know, had a lot of that.
Yeah, right. I kind of like that design, especially the flat swimming deck. That's very much like a powerboat.
Well, that's a boat you can go places in, that's for sure. But I wouldn't want to go anywhere today. No, all the harbors that we've been in, well, the big harbor in Goderich, you can But yeah, I haven't seen any moorings in terms of like, you know, like a mooring ball that you'd rent. Oh yeah, I'm trying to think what this is. That's a Canadian Sailcraft 34. This one I'm not sure about. Well, here's the cutest boat in the harbor. This little red one. This little sloop. And again, there's no winches on this boat because it's so. I mean, this is even smaller than that other little boat.
The smallest we've seen it. Barely
Yeah.
20 feet.
Oh, I don't think it's even 20 feet long. I think it's like 18 maybe. But yeah, it's a little sloop, you know. And again, there's no roller furling. You just hoist it up the forestay.
Looks like they're additional.
And again, it's a fractional rig.
Yes, even on a small scale, I see.
And that's fractional.
Those look like spinnaker holders.
What?
On the side.
No, this one doesn't have a spinnaker. That's something else. That's something else.
Picture Mars on something like this.
Well, look, there's no finger piers. You sort of like you have to step onto the you have to step over the bow pulpit to get on your boat here. I don't know what this is. This is a Venture. These are very lightly built boat. They're fine for sailing on small lakes and protected waters. I don't know if I'd have a boat like this even on Lake Huron, even on a. But you know, I mean, they built a lot of these. They're pretty, you know, they're lightweight. They're trailerable. A lot of the cabin top pops up to give you headroom. They have foam flotation in them and stuff, you know, so.
Another fractional
Yeah, that's a pretty high fraction though. That
There's
looks like
nothing
a.
that's going to the top though. None of those wires go all the way to the top.
Well, the backstay does.
I see it now.
The backstay does.
Yeah.
And then see, his topping lift is just sort of hitched to the backstay there.
That's it.
But yeah, this is a very simple rig.
Spinnaker.
Yep. He's got a little spinnaker pole. Now this looks a lot like the boat. In fact, it's even bigger. Our boat was still small. This is like the boat that we first came up Lake Huron in. But again, ours is even smaller than this.
Looks like the whole top hatch there might actually slide on those rails.
Yeah. You can, you know, on a boat this size, a lot of times the companionway is real big, like the hatch is real big, so you can slide it back and you can stand up.
The only place you can.
Because this boat doesn't have standing headroom. This is a CNC. I want to say it's a 34. I think that's a 34. I was looking at these earlier too. I was looking at CNC 34s. Here's a CNC 24. That's a great starter boat. You know, if you're looking for a boat,
2 inches, 4 inches, 6 of them.
there's a good one. This boat was out yesterday. We saw this boat out sailing. I have no idea what it is. Here's a Catalina. Here's a Canadian Sailcraft 33. Excellent boat. Another Catalina, Catalina 30. I want to say this is a J something.
What is that? That's an odd feature.
What?
Sonar device.
Oh, that?
Yeah.
That's an extensible sprit. You can actually extend it out. It slides out, and it gives you a sprit for like a big code 0 or a big asymmetrical spinnaker or something.
Okay.
So yeah, this is a race boat. This is a J something or other.
Fractional sail. Look at the 2 reinforcements on that triangle.
Let's see. Oh yeah, it's a fractional rig, double spreader.
North sails.
Again, the shrouds only go up to the headstay. That's where the headstay comes in. And what is this? Oh, we're wobbly, man. We're wobbly. Sometimes it says, no, it doesn't say. But I'm pretty sure this is a J something.
This drop is right there.
It should say somewhere there's the brand is on here someplace, but I don't see it.
Rear stay.
Yeah, this has a hydraulic backstay adjuster on it.
Backstay and mainstay? There's no front stay.
Forestay.
Forestay.
Backstay, forestay.
I'll get it.
The terms don't really, it's more of the history of the term, and it's just been called that, so you just call it that. Although rear stay and forestay would go better together, backstay and frontstay would go better together, but it's backstay and forestay. I mean, now there's regional differences too.
Okay.
So the Brits, the upper shrouds, the British call those the cap shrouds, but we call them the upper shrouds. Yep.
Both of those, between the first and second spreaders, have supporting diagonals.
Yep.
The other boat only had one diagonal on one side.
Yep.
Whatever that was.
Yep. Again,
the wrenches are quite a ways. And you have to go around that to get to this.
Well, because you want to be able to use that track right there. See, there's a.
Yes.
If you got a big Genoa out, or a big drifter or a big asymmetrical,
yes,
you may want to use that track, or use these turning blocks on the deck here for the sheet for that.
This over the lifelines, the little
Yeah, it's padding.
So, look at those all coming down the bulkhead. Perfect.
Yep.
Chain plates are substantial.
Yep. Oh yeah. This boat will go fast.
That symbol on there says 25.
Oh, that's interesting. That's the state registration. Is this an Ohio boat?
Yeah, I think that's what this is.
I don't see a no, I don't see OH numbers, but that's an Ohio registration sticker.
Yes. Now, when you got your north sails, did you get green sail covers like this?
No. Well,
white ones?
Well, mine has those kind of light gray ones. Well, see, that's interesting. This is a separate cover for it, whereas mine has the cover built into the sail.
Oh. Okay.
All right, and here's an assortment of boats. Again, you've got a real pronounced effect here. You've got a small boat hull, but then look at how much they add. Look at the deck there to try to give you that boat you probably can stand up in. I hope you can stand up in it for what they did to the aesthetics of the boat. So.
Alrighty.
But then sometimes it's common to carry the mast that way. Say you're going down the Erie Canal or someplace where you have to have the mast down. So. Well, that's actually the forestay.
The forestay.
That's the so the forestay, that's actually longer than the mast, right? Yes. So when you take it down, it's going to stick out. So
that's right.
That's the forestay with the furler around it.
Got it.
And then that's the base of the mast.
Two different things.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Okay.
Ooh. have the CNC.
What? Where?
No?
This one?
No, it doesn't have the...
No. This is not a CNC. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what brand this is.
The windows don't look right.
Right, the windows don't look right. It's got that big teak brow over the windows.
Yes, not it.
I'm not sure what this is. This might be an Endeavor. I'm not sure though. Here's another Bayfield. I'm not sure what this is either. Yeah, it needs a bath. She needs a bath.
Look at the bowsprit on this top.
Well, this is another Bayfield.
Yeah, that's really...
And it has that same kind of design to the woodwork.
Yes, that's right. There's that bumper.
Mm-hmm.
We call it the rail.
So this is like a 32 or something. Yep. Here's an old Catalina 27. See, it's got that huge companionway hatch.
Yes.
So you can slide that whole thing forward.
That's right.
So you can have extra headroom in the back. Because I'm not sure what the headroom is in these.
The front of that is so you can clear the mast.
Yep.
Put it all the way forward.
Yep.
Got it.
But again, no opening port lights. So you gotta open up those two hatches to get decent
It's
ventilation.
inconceivable that you wouldn't do that.
Well, I mean, like I said, I think there's a market for a product that would allow you to replace your fixed port lights with opening port lights. They wouldn't look like they wouldn't look bad. Yeah, we gotta put the sail cover on, man.
That was there last night.
Yeah. Yeah. But look, see the swell is going. Yeah, see we're getting some swell. See the swell coming in?
Yeah.
Well, see we're starting to move more. That's okay. We're tied up good. We got bumpers.
We're fine. We will be good.
See that boat's moving too, and the little Grampian.
They're all moving.
All the boats in this harbor are jockeying back and forth a little bit. You don't want to lose sight of the fact that you are on a boat.
Sailboats have their steering wheels.
I want to say this is a tartan, but I'm not sure. This little dude here without the mast. This little boat here.
Yeah.
I want to say it's a tartan 10, and I want to say that's a tartan 30. But this has got. But a tartan 30 doesn't have all this tumble home. You see how the hull on this boat gets wider?
Boom.
See how it kind of.
Yes.
Like she got some hips, right?
Yes.
And that one too.
So the developers.
CNC 30? Thomas 35. Now Tartan built these.
As evidenced by the opening windows.
Yeah, that's an expected feature. It's got a bridge. It's got a It doesn't have a bridge deck, but the companionway sill is raised. So that's a CNC 38 Mark III driller. It's a 30. See, it's got radar. It's got a triple spreader rig.
Whew.
Triple spreader rig.
Yeah, only one in the port we've seen.
Yeah, I don't think there's any other
Very
boat that has.
powerful reinforcement on the ends of those spreaders.
Well, those are just the. Those are actually just the boots. Those aren't structural, but
Are they covering turnbuckles?
it covers up the ends of the spreaders. So I have them on my boat.